Now, meteorologist Haley Lapointe is with us now. And Haley, before anybody throws that shovel back behind all the junk in the garage where you can't really get to it, keep it somewhere where it's easily accessible, because we might have another one on the way.
Yes, and if you were just ready to, at least call it good on your driveway, the cold temperatures aren't going to help either. We're not going to be able to do much melting this week because of the temperatures remaining on the cold side. And at night, frigid temperatures below zero the next few nights. Much better travel conditions. That's the one upside to this quieter pattern setting up at least through the end of the week. And yes, watching another potential storm. Right now, it's just a brush by, or even the storm stays off the coast, but it certainly bears watching. Dublin, we've got mainly clear skies now after a few flurries earlier. In Manchester, it feels like only 4 degrees. 12, the actual air temperature, but with clear skies and the winds moving around a little bit, it's going to get cold quickly. The temperatures ticking down across the southern areas of the state. Pittsfield at 3, same thing in Durham, 13 in Newton, down to 7 now in Raymond, 4 in Francistown, same thing in Concord, and well below zero actual air temperatures right now in the northern part of the state. Light winds at the moment, Concord, Manchester, Nashua, but that's just enough to make it feel pretty bitter outside. Clouds have been rolling through. We even did see a few snow showers. You can see them right there on the radar. Those are gone. And so now it's just the clouds that eventually are going to break apart and move away too. Any of the snow showers to the west, this stuff is lake effect snow. It's not going to make it to us. In the northern part of the state, maybe a few overnight snow showers, especially up in the mountains. But tomorrow morning, we'll begin with some broken clouds up north of the Notches. The rest of us, a lot of sun, definitely a frigid start. And most of the day is sunny. Some high clouds will stream in after sunset tomorrow. But the big thing you will continue to notice this week is that the cold just settles right in, especially Thursday and Friday mornings. Almost all of us will have sub-zero temperatures in the morning, and it's because there's a chunk of Arctic air that's kind of swinging on by over the next couple of days. The other thing is the jet stream is well to the south of us, but begins to lift northward a little bit toward the end of the week and the weekend, and a storm system is actually going to ride right along that boundary. This is the storm system. It's going to be a powerful coastal storm system, a nor'easter. The real question is, how far off the coast does it get, or does it come back and come over us and create just a huge snowstorm with gusty winds? The storm track means everything. Right now, this computer model has it going almost completely off the coast away from us. Some of the other computer models we're watching have it kind of brush by southeastern New Hampshire here. Certainly a bigger deal for, say, Rhode Island down into Cape Cod and the islands if this is the track. But it certainly could back in another 100, even 200 miles, and we're dealing with the full effects of this storm. It would be Sunday that we would be dealing with that. So we'll have to watch very closely over the next couple of days to see what the model trends are doing with the track of that storm. It could bring wind and coastal concerns. Tonight, very cold, turning mostly clear, and then tomorrow in the teens and 20s with partly sunny skies, but we do definitely keep the cold around. Notice daytime temperatures by the end of the week only in the teens and sub-zero at night. Sunday would be the timing of that potential nor'easter, and then next week looks quiet again. But it seems to be Sundays are the day that we potentially could be seeing yet another storm.